Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.
In a show full of surprises, perhaps the biggest wow factor is this production's choreography. Now for a look inside how this works in a performance enormous in size and scope. How does this show compare to other shows that you've worked on?
Well, this show, I'm a contemporary dance choreographer usually, so I don't do a lot of musical theater choreography. So this show is very different in that aspect, in that the choreography is very musically driven. And it's also very different for me because I'm working with non-professional dancers, college students. So it's very challenging in that aspect because I don't have a wide range of movement vocabulary to draw from. You know, I have to kind of adapt things.
Let's elaborate a little on that. The difference in working with students and professional dancers. Do they pick it up quickly? Or, I mean, what is the prime differences? I know you mentioned one aspect of it.
Yeah. Well, these students do actually pick it up pretty quickly. Retaining that information isn't as easy for them as it is for, say, professional dancers usually. Professional dancers will work on it, you know, after they go home. They'll think about the steps. They'll come back in and ask questions the next day, and we'll clarify things. With students, it's a little different. They learn it right away, and then some of it might get lost between the next, you know, the previous rehearsal and the next rehearsal. So, yeah, it's different in that way, and it's also different because with professional dancers, you can tap into their own personal movement vocabularies more. And with students or non-professional dancers, and actually a lot of this particular cast are non-dancers, you can't ask them of that. You know, you can't ask them to do that as much. They rely on you a lot for that direction. So you can't rely on them as much to come up with their own movement style.
Okay, I don't know how to dance. I obviously don't know how to dress either, but if you can help me with the dance move, that would be awesome.
Well, we're going to learn the time warp.
Okay.
And the great thing about the time warp is that the dance moves are in the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
So you'll have a constant reminder of what you're supposed to be doing.
That's not going to help, but let's try it.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
So first we're going to jump to the left. Okay. All right? So you're going to jump to the left and the arms are going to come over the head like this. Yes. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to step to the right, and for that, we're going to take the right leg. Yeah. We're going to tap it out and in, out and in. Right. So it's 4 times. Isn't it 4 times? Yes. So it's right, 3, yeah, 4 times. Got that much? Let's try that much. So first we have a jump to the left. There you go. Now a step to the right. There you go. Okay. Now we're going to put our hands on our hips and pull your knees in tight. So knees together. There you go. Excellent. Now this is the fun part. Okay. Okay. So now you have to do a pelvic thrust.
Oh my God.
And it's in the lyrics.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is.
So it's the pelvic thrust 4 times.
4 times?
Yes.
That's 2 more times than I did all last year.
Then you just take the pelvis and you take it around in a circle on the word insane. Yep.
Okay.
Let's try that whole thing.
Oh my God.
And then we'll do it with music.
Oh, we will?
Yes. Here we go. And jump to the left. There you go. Now step to the right. There you go. There. Put your hands on your hips. Now pull your knees in tight. Now it's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. There you go. You got it. You got it.
That's why I do one show a night. Good night, everybody.
Should we try it with music?
I don't know.
That's the fun part, is with music.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. So when you begin the process of looking at a show, how much of it is your interpretation? How much of it is from the director? How much of it is YouTubing other productions of it? I mean, how do you look at it? And then I assume you then have to take into account the talent of the kids you have there. Yeah. So how do you start?
Well, it starts with research. You know, like you said, it starts with talking to John. John and I had a conversation earlier about what he wanted, the look of the show, about what he saw for each number, and we went from there. And then I did a lot of research just on the particular production, Rocky Horror, the writing of it, and the symbolism and the metaphors included within the script. And I did quite a bit of YouTubing. I didn't YouTube other projections of it because I didn't want to be influenced by that. I YouTubed more dance styles that I wanted to show on stage. For example, I YouTubed a lot of Elvis, which I put into Eddie's character, into his dance style. I YouTubed a lot of voguing, which happens, I actually have this one student who's an amazing voguer. He'd never vogued before, and so he has this whole solo that he's doing. And I also researched a little bit of Robert Palmer's videos.
Oh, okay.
So without giving away which piece, those will fit into, I did some movement research.
You guys are really good. Thanks.
I told you did it. Good job.
Oh my God, if that ever airs anywhere, I'm done.
Seems like just yesterday since he went. Where? To peace. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely. Not very much longer. I've got to keep control. Will I never go in the time warp? Drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's just a jump to the left.
And then a step to the right.
Put your hands on your hips.
And bring it in tight. But it's a velvet cross. Really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's so dreamy. Oh, fantasy free me. No, you can't see me. No, not at all. In another dimension with voyeuristic intention. Well secluded, I see all with a bit of a mind flip. You're into the time slip. Nothing will ever be the same. You're spaced out on sensation, like you're on a sedation.
Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Just a jump when I was walking down the street, just having a think. For the sake of a guy gave me an evil wink. He shook me up, he took me by surprise. He had a pickup truck in the devil's eyes. Stared at me and I felt a change. Time meant nothing, never would again. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's just a jump to the left. Put your